Well, here we go, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally, and I mean literally, does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. We're getting ready for the Philadelphia Eagles, and this is just come across the wire here with Jane Slater about Dak Prescott's hamstring. One of the things that was, God, they're literally killing me on the Dan Scalia show. We need a win really bad. I mean, really, really bad. They were basically saying that Dak Prescott, and we heard some people yesterday saying the same thing, that Dak Prescott is faking an injury because he's just taken the bag and he doesn't want to be out there. And I said that that's nothing further from the truth than that. But here's what we get from Jane Slater. You know, like I said, literally, they said, oh, he just doesn't want to face the Eagles. He's faking it. As the Cowboys weigh in on Dak Prescott's IR status, sources tell me the initial diagnosis is a partial I can't pronounce it, of his hamstring tendon, which is partially torn off the bone. You may remember 2 seasons ago, basically that's what ended up happening to Tyron Smith, that his hamstring was literally ripped off the bone, completely torn off the bone, and I believe that was about 10 weeks that it took him to get back on the field. I'm told it typically takes more than a 4-week recovery. In some cases, they let it scar over, repair, and then strengthen. With that being said, Prescott is seeking another options, which is why there currently is a reluctance to place him on IR or make any determination about a timeline for return. Yeah, let's see. Let me look up. I'm not a doctor. Hamstring tear. A hamstring tear, also known as hamstring injury, occurs when a hamstring muscle or tendon is overstretched or directly hit. Symptoms include pain or swollen sharp in the back of the thigh. The pain is usually more severe with more severe injuries. A sensation of popping or tearing sensation may occur at the time of the injury. Swelling and tenderness usually develops within a few hours. Bruising or changing in skin color may appear on the back of the leg. Weakness, muscle weakness, or difficulty putting weight on the leg may occur. Stiffness. Hamstring can occur during activities like jumping, sprinting, lunging, or climbing, especially if the movement is sudden. A direct load to the hamstring, like being kicked, can also cause a tear. Well, okay. So we're talking about basically your hamstring is what allows you to bend your knee, okay? And, you know, it's attached to the tailbone and to the knee itself there, or the back of the knee, and allows you to be able to pull your leg back and forth. And not having that makes it really difficult to run. I remember Mike Colbert, who's the high school coach of my high school team, running back, while I was injured with being out with my ACL, he kept getting battered and bruised, and he ended up tearing his hamstring, and it was weeks upon weeks before he got back on the field, and it was always tight. So it's one of those things that it can start getting better. About to sneeze. But if it's not completely healed, you can strain it or tear it again. So a grade 1 injury can heal in a few days, while a grade 3 can take much longer or require surgery. So this sounds like it's between a 1 and a 3. A grade 3 strain is a complete tear of the muscle and may take months to heal. Most hamstring injuries I just opened it up and I just lost it. It didn't start in the same spot. A pulled hamstring or strain is an injury to one or more of the muscles in the back of the thigh. Most hamstring injuries respond well to simple non-surgical treatments. So it is Cooper Rush's team right now. Now, I've gone on board in saying that what I think the Cowboys need to do, it didn't work in 1972 real well. Tom Landry alternated series of Roger Staubach and, what was his name? Craig Morton. Literally, you do a series and he does a series. They literally pass each other like ships in the night. And that's not what I'm suggesting. I'm suggesting that we create a package, be it maybe Wildcat plays or something, to try and get Trey Lance on the field and using his physical ability to be able to run. Actually, I'm sitting here seeing this. This might be something good to play right about now. Let me get this up on here. Sitting here talking about it, and let's check it out.
Yeah, last year was probably a whole different story, but having gone through the whole offseason program and this season, up to this point, great coaches, great guys around me. So yeah, I feel prepared, if that opportunity does happen at some point.
Yeah, Coach kind of talked about how the quarterback room is really cohesive. You guys are trying to teach each other. How would you describe just the way you learn off of each other in that quarterback room?
Yeah, it's been great. The life of a backup quarterback, I've been in it for a few years, so you learn from guys' reps that are taking the reps. So Dak and Coop, having taken those reps, and Coop this week, just try to take everything I possibly can and bounce ideas and ask questions from those guys as much as I can.
How has Scott Tolzien kind of also helped?
Yeah, he's great. He's kind of the middleman between the coaching staff and us, and he's been great. I've really enjoyed working with him the last 2 years.
What are Cooper's strengths?
Man, you saw it, I think, on Sunday. He made a ton of plays, and I think, we didn't make as many plays as we needed to win the game, but I think he came in and gave us every opportunity to win.
Jerry alluded to the fact we might actually see you and Cooper in a game. Is that a possibility?
I talked to the coaching staff about that. I'd love the opportunity to get on the field any way I can, if that's what the coaches think is best.
Have you played tight end, wide receiver, anything like that in the game before?
No.
Would you feel confident in your ability to go out there and run this offense in a regular season game right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
How high is that confidence level?
As high as it can get.
Mike talked about the fact that you've played in a couple of different offenses at this point. How would you describe your mastery in this one right now, and how long did it take you to get up to speed?
I feel like I'm in a real good spot right now. Having gone through, like I said, the whole off-season program, training camp and everything, have a full year and some under my belt now, and like I said, being around these guys helps a ton. I think playing in different offenses, I've learned how to see the game different ways and how different coaches see it and different guys. So, I've kind of taken everything I possibly can from the two teams I've played for and trying to learn as much as I can from it now.
When you move over a seat, is there anything that changes in a week of preparation?
No, this week I'm getting all the scout team reps, so that's been cool to work with those guys, especially running this offense. My preparation, Scotty does a great job, Coach Tolzien, and like I said, all the quarterbacks are real cool, so it's been fun to be able to work with them throughout the year, and my preparation really hasn't changed this week as opposed to the last few weeks.
Where's your game grown the most, do you think, if you had to do a self-assessment?
In every way. I think the biggest thing here is just the offense, learning it, and especially the guys that we have, the weapons we have, in the running back room, receiver room, tight end room, those guys, as well as the way we do protections here as well.
I'm sitting back and just kind of watching from the side for a little while, help slow the game down for you at all, and so just, how good is that for you?
Yeah, like I said, it's kind of life of a backup quarterback. You got to take as much as you can, not getting the reps and bouncing ideas and questions off of Dak and Coop. So yeah, I've just done everything I can to learn as much as I can from those guys.
As you're trying to improve and grow your game, how do you judge that when you're not getting the snaps, on Sundays?
I think practice is a big part of it. The individual time we do, as well as just in the meeting room, learning from week to week, and stuff clicks a lot faster now than it did a year ago.
I know Dak taught you guys a lot, last year when you were trying to learn the offense. How has that kind of changed in terms of your guys' communication with each other this year, now that you've been in the offense for a while and had a full off season? Yeah,
I think just as friends, honestly, friends and teammates. I think we're a lot closer. Me to Coop and Dak as well. You spend that much time with someone, kind of didn't know what to expect coming into it, but they've both been great to me. Couldn't ask for anything more. So, very thankful for that.
As Dak mentioned anything about this opportunity for you, is he talking to you about taking advantage of this time?
No, nothing specific.
During the game, I saw you run into McCarthy and Thompson. As a backup quarterback, what are some of the things that you're taking away during the game and communicating to your coaches and instances like that?
Yeah, I think that was just a situational thing on the fourth down. But yeah, just trying to take in the game as much as I can, see little things, and do whatever I can on the sideline this week to help Coop. Cool.
Look at that and say, hey, give some of these young kids a chance like yourself, get more than 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, I mean, I think the situation is everything, and I think it really depends on that, where you're at, what coach you're playing for, who you're playing with. I think that has a lot to do with it, but at the end of the day, my mindset hasn't changed just as far as I control what I can control, and I don't really worry about anything else.
McCarthy was saying, in college, maybe 13.
All right, so you get a little of that with Trey Lance. He says he's running scout team, and you never know. He might get used in there for all we know. We'll wait and see. Peace out, good people.